Hey everyone, Tom here from Tech Nexus again, and thanks for joining me for this week's video. Now, there was a question that came up on the forums last week about custom properties in Plant 3D, and even though I did answer the question, or attempted to, and hopefully the original poster is happy with it, but I guess there's some limitations within Navisworks in seeing custom properties. So what I did, and you can see here on this pipe, I've got a YouTube forums prop1 property, so it's blank there, and I've got it where is it, there as well. Okay, so it is on pipe, and I've also got it under the fitting, so I've put it at the top level of the Plant 3D project setup, so then that way everything underneath it gets it. Now for this one, I did do it just as a plain text field or a string, but you can see here under class definitions, piping and equipment, and then if you scroll down the bottom, there's a YouTube forums property, and it's just a string. Okay, so what I'm going to show is I'm going to give this one a property, and let's call it sample property, and it's just on the pipe. Okay, so if I save that, and then if I jump into Navisworks and I append that project or that file, attach Autodesk files, pipe 1. Okay, so if I pull it up, you can see we don't have that information in there. So it might make things difficult for you. Obviously, if you need it, you'd like to see it inside of Navisworks. Now, I don't know why Autodesk did that. Maybe they just picked the standard ones. Maybe there was too many properties or whatever. I don't know, but it doesn't do it by default with a DWG. But if we export this, so if I just type in export, and then on my desktop, I'm going to throw in 3D DWFx, and just call it pipe 1. And if I jump back into Navisworks, and I'm going to do a new file and append that DWFx file now, DWF, desktop, pipe 1, open. Right, so under the item you don't see it, under generic properties you don't see it, but if I go to the pipe tab, you can see we have that property there. Okay, so if I jump back over to the other one, you can see because the property isn't filled out, it doesn't appear, but because this one is filled out, it does appear. So I guess the workflow would be, if you're doing a DWG, then you're not going to get the custom property. If you're doing a DWFx, then you will get the custom property. So, but the thing with the DWFx is obviously it's not a live version of this file. So you'd either have to set up some scheduling or scripting within AutoCAD just to extract these DWFx's every day or publish them, or do it manually at the end of every week, and then that way you are going to see these sample properties. So I guess you have to take it from there. What do you need in the Navisworks model? If you really need these custom properties, then you're just going to have to use DWFx. If it's not a big deal, then go back to using DWG, and you're working on live models. So thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, but please do subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next week for some more videos and updates. See you later.